Okay, so hi everyone. This is day 13 of post-op, nearly 2 weeks after surgery. And I thought I'd do an update for you and just talk about stuff. To recap, the accident I was in was a rollover. I was alone driving home on the highway in 2002. Coming back from Hobbs, my cell phone rang, and when I fumbled for it, it fell on the floor. And then my steering wheel started going back and forth, and the car was swerving. At the time, there was construction in between the two highways, so there was this V ditch in the middle where the median is, and I hit that thing head on and flipped the car from front to back and landed upside down on the other roadway there and smashed into the asphalt and slid across into the shoulder of the other side. So it was a hard hit. And, the seatbelt, it did save my life. I know God had his hand on that. I know he saved me and allowed me to live. Because I walked away with only a few scratches from the broken glass. I crawled out of there, in fact, before the ambulance came. But that same seatbelt that goes across your waist, it's right at the L4, L5 area, which is the area where my spine slipped, the vertebrae slipped forward. And I think it was the seatbelt that held on to me that may have caused that deformity, that injury to happen. So I want to say I'm a big advocate for seatbelts. I am. At the same time, you can still get hurt by the seatbelt. So I, for one, do not answer my cell phone if I'm driving. I have actually pulled over to the side of the highway to answer a call. And maybe it's paranoia, and maybe it's a new fear that I have, but I just think it's better if when you're driving that you're not looking at your phone and trying to text or talk or whatever it is to distract you from driving. So I just want to say that about cell phones. So I've had the surgery and most of the swelling is down. I tried to take some pictures of my belly and my back. The back looks really bad, but it's just a lot of scratches and bruises everywhere. And there's a couple spots where the screws are in, so it's all lumpy. And then you got those two areas, and they don't really tell you about all the swelling, because those two areas on my back where the rods are, they swell up like avocados cut in half. They real big bumps, and I have ice on right now. And so I don't know if you can see the scar down here. Let's see if I can lower this camera just a little bit. Do you see it? It's right there. It's pretty long. There's my belly button. It feels like my belly button's in a new place. But so I took now I gotta set this right again. But I took the bandages off. They were kind of falling off anyway. And okay, I guess that'll work. So I took them off. I took a bath this morning. Kind of a shower bath. And I went to the doctor in Hobbs, It's a 45-mile drive each way. And so the trip was tolerable, and the bumps on the road didn't leave me screaming like before. I did take my pillows with me, but the pain was mostly in the back, and that's from the surgery, you know, across the back and down into the tops of the buttocks there. And I think because all those muscles, a lot of them weren't used when I was injured. A lot of muscles were um, compressed and tight, and because I walked hunched over all the time. So they're trying to like stretch out, and it just, you can feel it. It's a weird kind of pain. So I'm bathing, I'm eating. My stomach's a little bit sensitive, but that's probably normal for after surgery. And I walked around. Of course, I walked into the clinic and I took my walker just so I wouldn't fall. But I was able to stand up straight. It was nice. And I showed my doctor the scar, and she was kind of grossed out, but she's glad I did it and glad everything's going well. So then I left the clinic and went to Walmart, debated whether to sit in the truck or go in. And I was just getting two things, so I went ahead and took the walker down and went in. I felt good. I wanted to walk around, but then on the way back to the checkout stand, and you know, by the time I got back to the truck, I regretted that I walked that much. But it's okay. I feel beat up now, and probably be sore tomorrow. But it's good to get out and walk and feel almost normal. So I really enjoyed that. A lot of things your doctors don't tell you. I'm looking at my notes. Oh, by the way, the scars. You saw one of them. They didn't give me any staples. No staples in anything. There's inside. They put stitches on the inside that will dissolve later. And then the outside was sealed with super glue. So that's kind of cool that I don't have those staple marks all the way down the scar.